So here's our PDL Season 2 Quarterfinals game versus Eco Batino. This is the first round of playoffs, and we were the second seed, and we chose Ethan, who was the seventh seed. I wasn't able to play him during the regular season, so I kind of wanted to play him. Before we look at our team, this is his team right here. I think he has the best draft out of anyone here. Just the combination of everything here is just kind of crazy. It does everything essentially. He has offensive mons, defensive mons, hazard removal, hazards. Like this Mew was super scary. Like he could really do anything with this. These Terra Captains are really good as well. Electrode is very good. So we went in with the plan of, which I like to do for some reason, was to just try to Dragon and sweep off the rip, which didn't. You'll see if that ended up working or not. But so we're gonna Dragon Dance up. So my whole plan was he led Mew and set up like hazards a lot. So I was planning to counter that. Just if he goes for like we lead Dragonite and Mew, and he sets up rocks, I Dragon Dance once, and then I can encore him into the rocks or spikes, depending on which one it is, and then get up at least another Dragon Dance, and then Dragon Claw and Thunder Punch my way through, and deal as much damage as I can. And this was all depending on if he didn't bring Clefable. So Clefable was a big problem for my team because setup was really good against him, but Clefable just shuts the whole thing. Unaware Clefable just shuts that all down. So, yeah, and then we have just Yashi Berry here just to help with ice hits. And this was for I just have special defense. This was outspeed everything after Dragon Dance, and then just max attack. And then for our Glare Slowking, it's Cobra Berry to help take Chiyu hits, because Chiyu's Dark Spin was pretty free into my team. With Sludge Bomb, damage, Future Sight, just help with forcing Chiyu in, taking care of that. Toxic for Clefable, just to chip that down if it's unaware, and then Chilly Reception to get out of there. This was max special defense, max HP to help take Chiyu. And then it's Choice Scarf, Gardevoir, just a revenge kill. This outspeeds everything on his team. And then Moonblast, Thunderbolt, Aura Sphere to hit just Moonblast, Garchomp, and then Thunderbolt was for the Corviknight. Then Aura Sphere for Chiyu. And then Healing Wish is to heal something up if I ever need that. And then Ogre Pawn with Swords Dance 3 attacks. This Ogre Pawn was able to sweep if I got a Swords Dance up. Again, if there was no unaware Clef. With Ivy Cudgel, Horn Leech, and Player off. So that was the plan with that. And then we have screens, Espeon again. So I think it's the third time bringing it. This was just really just for screens, just getting up screens. We have Copycat here, which I was planning to use. Maybe if an Electrode Volt switched on me, I could Copycat the Volt Switch and then get the slow turn and then bring out something. That's the plan of the Copycat. And then Shadow Ball just for Goldengo or Mew. And this is our main win counter here. Weakness Policy, Ceruledge. So Poltergeist, Bitterblade, Close Combat with Endure. So we're gonna Endure on... The whole plan was to Endure on a Garchomp. Actually, so if there were no screens, then I would Endure on a Garchomp EQ or something like that, get the weak armor and the weakness policy +2/+2, and then just win from there. Or if I had to screen up, I would just be able to attack it, because I would live in EQ through Reflect. So that's the plan with the team, and this is the game. So first, he does lead off Mew, but he ends up Ice Beaming turn 1, which does a lot of damage, and I calced this before just because I assumed he'd bring Ice Beam even in lead Mew. But this did a lot of damage to me even with Yachi Berry and Multi-Scale. So I calced it and I figured out it was specs. So I do DNS here, but I can't encore him into that obviously, so I just, like, I'm not going to switch into this. I do get the crit there, it doesn't matter that much. And it does kill me with Ice Beam. And I do come in here, outspeed it, and just revenge it with Ivy Cudgel. And on the Corviknight, this is, I go into Espeon, it does a lot of damage with Brave Bird, but that's completely fine. But this, I can Terra Electric with, this is Terra Fairy by the way, I can Terra Electric with Espeon, and that puts pressure on his Corviknight, obviously. So, he does switch out into Garchomp expecting the Terra Electric, Terra Blast, but I just Terra Fairy and set up a Light Screen, expecting that switch out. And he goes straight back into Corviknight, expecting a Fairy move probably, but I just set up both screens, and then I just get some chip, and he kills me with Brave Bird, which is fine. I need to bring in something to deal with this Corviknight. Which Gardevoirs, we have T-Bolt on Gardevoir for this reason. It ends up not killing, it lives on 1. But Corviknight kills himself with that, so that's all good. And then Chew comes in here, and then Slowking is our switch in. We do have Colbur Berry, so we do live 2, but he ends up overheating, we'll take that 100%. This is a free Chili Reception here, completely free. They go into Ceruledge. Behind the Reflect on the EQ, doesn't kill me. Weak Armor plus 2 speed, and then Weakness Policy plus 2 attack. And we knock it out with Poltergeist. And then we get Chew in here. Maybe not expecting the close combat. And we kill that. And then something very tragic and unfortunate happens right here. So this is just a clean sweep. Like, Electro does not speed me. Manaphy obviously does not speed me. The only way I can lose is if I miss a Poltergeist. And I do that. So my Ceruledge sweep is just gone because of a 90% accurate move missing, which is very nice. So now I don't get that enough with the 4-0. I have to kind of maneuver this game a little bit more. It's not completely over. I Horn Leech because it doesn't have damage to Electrode. The Energy Balls gets the Spadef drop, which is very annoying. Ivy Cudgel because it does a ton of damage, and that has to switch out. They Chloroblast, so obviously Slowking eats that up, and then Electrode dies to recoil. Many hits to Tail Glow Up, which is a little problem, but Slowking eats the hit because he's max Spadef, obviously. And then I just get as much damage as I can on this thing. And then I bring in Ogerpon, there's a Future Sight, bring in Ogerpon, and then just click Horn Leech and take down Manaphy. So yeah, that was our quarterfinals match. We move on to semis versus matchmakings for next week.